supports in developing community-based domestic violence preventative programs. Interpersonal violence and mental health issues and controversies. Defining what is interpersonal violence is the key of reaching success with research efforts, strategic planning, focus on educational institutions for introduction into major degree programs such as criminal behavior, law enforcement, clinical psychology, cognitive behavior therapy, and many more survivors of interpersonal violence require mental health stability after the Victims Assistance Program releases individuals from their care. Training educators, students, and institutions on reporting, adopting strategic planning for victims' mental well-being, and researching the existing measures already in practice for effectiveness. Dr. Desmond graduated the University of Iowa with egregia cum laude after his distinctive, rigorous curriculum and research in social reform of domestic violence among African Americans. During his time at the University of Utah, Dr. David began focusing on the industrial side of psychology, then moved to his passion of social psychology. He graduated summa cum laude with his dual doctorate degrees from the Department of Psychology, Graduate School of Art and Science at New York University. Dr. David's research for NYU consisted of pro-social and antisocial behaviors in the context of interpersonal violence among African Americans. Dr. Clifton holds many different degrees, all specializing in relationship development and domestic violence prevention training, as well as forensic counsel and testimonial witness for patterns of domestic violence, developing community programs that suit the needs of the community and their future leaders. Research includes developing risk assessments for intimate partner stalking, with and without protective order present. Another research avenue, still active in surveying national women's shelters for continuing cycle patterns for interpersonal violence within adult life from childhood sexual or physical abuse. Dr. Desmond utilizes qualitative research to generate ideas and formulate testable hypotheses. Once hypothesis established, quantitative research allows for capturing plots or patterns in variations of violence and comprehending a distribution line and correlation. Areas that present concern with this mixing the methods for interpersonal violence is safety of participants and researchers, ethical concerns of privacy for participants of domestic violence, and maintaining complementary expert skills for each design experiment to provide a clearer presentation of the social reality of interpersonal violence target audience. Initial research decides or defines what needs a community desires to reach the full potential of prevention needed. Through research conducted and the implementation of several key factors, a community reaches the platform of performance expected. These tactics include strategic planning, organizing the planning, training, or equipping positive researchers, and then directing the researchers to obtain the goal. Strategic planning is the process of guiding a direction of action to accomplish the objective of the community's vision. Organizing the strategic planning includes blending human input and existing resources together to create a formal structure or organizational authority to design a direction. The direction forms a standard that guides and motivates the researchers to accomplish the goals to set to meet the vision expected. The industrial organizational psychologist position researches each of these factors to decide the most beneficial implementation to advance with for maximum advantage for the community and equips the researcher to reach the desired vision fulfilled for the prevention program success. Strategic planning for the social psychologist upon arriving in the community includes studying the existing framework of the organization and its employees to focus on three key factors of needed inventories and leadership. Inventories studied include positive deviant performance, affirmative bias, and fostering virtuousness to find leadership among existing employees if available. Next is Dr. Summer Clifton. Dr. Clifton believes that multiple method research is required to understand the correlation, cause and effect, and interaction of variables for interpersonal violence both for individuals and groups. Her main focus is in building family relationships through positive psychology and restructuring through processes through cognitive therapy.
Hello.
Building a community with the comprehension and knowledge of violence and prevention proven from past research to decrease social service, criminal justice costs, victims assistance programs, and create a stable, mental, healthier community culture. Dr. Clifton's belief is that the process begins in the child development stage and motivates a continual pattern cycle through adolescence, then into adulthood. Early detection training to school psychologists or counselors with allowing the children opportunity for safe to talk sessions builds client-counselor relationships. Moving forward into early education, school prevention programs for bullying, children understanding violence against them, and early counseling for parents begins great awareness to the situation of violence and interpersonal violence.